Hey everyone! Welcome back to some more Let's Play Halcyon 6! There's going to be some talking here that you can skip by going down to the comments section where there will be a pinned link for me with the timestamp in it that'll let you jump ahead where we don't talk about Halcyon 6, because I need to redo Episode 2, which is what this is going to be. First, thank you, Entropolino, for telling me about the sound issues in that video. That was terrible! You see, everyone, my computer decided to randomly re-enable the microphone that is on my webcam. And I don't know why it did it, but I was lazy and didn't check the video before I uploaded it. Because why would I? I already spent like an hour figuring out how to disable it. From a previous video or two of mine over on Disco Elysium, which had utilized it. Well, this made it sound like I was recording the episode in a submarine. It was very echoey, and this microphone on the webcam is very sensitive. It picks up everything. I mean everything. You could hear the cars honking outside my house and hear things happening out in my yard. That's how powerful it is. And by powerful I mostly mean just stupid. Why would I need that? I don't need that, my webcam microphone. You're dumb. And so I am re-recording episode 2. Before we get going with that, though, I want to also thank another viewer. Let's see if I can get the name right. I don't think I can. Oriatu Yalu. Is that right? Oriatu Yaklu? Yaku. Oriatu Yaku. Who pointed out that the reason why Hypernova is having some issues with the video is because I'm recording in full screen, and they're at the resolution I'm recording in. So I'm going to try something a little different. So I've disabled the full screen. I'm still going to try recording in the game resolution, and we'll see if this looks any better for you guys. Note that, one more time for me, because the previous video too is going to be taken down, no one's going to ever see it again. That from here, from this side of my screen to over here is is about like 4 inches. Same thing over here. And from here to here is 23.5 on my screen when I'm recording this on. I don't have any black bars on the upper and lower section. And because now I'm not playing in full screen, I'm playing on the windowed mode, I actually can't see, I can see just barely the tip of what it says down here. I think that's the version number. I can't see it. But I think you guys will be able to when I finish the recording. Alright, so let's get going, shall we? We do a bunch of stuff. So first, we're going to delete the autosave. As you can see, I made it to day 48, so I'd like to make it to that far. So look over at the clock again. By LP Part 2. Let's pick up Part 1. Remember to frequently visit rescue colonies to retrieve any accumulated resources. We'll try to remember that, Isolde. Alright! So, the first thing we gotta do is rename people. At the end of the last episode, I had asked you guys, or told you guys, if you were interested in becoming an officer aboard Tim's Halcyon 6 Cuttle Command to let me know. And I got 3 people who were interested. Hey, nice. I think I remember your handles and the names you wanted for everything, because I've done this a few times now. So first, I like to stay home, would like to play a tactical officer, a guy preferably, whose name is Milner. So here we go. Welcome aboard, Milner. Good to have you with us. And he would like his ship to be called the Ictus. Hypernova would like to play a science officer, whose name will be Supernova. So there we go. You didn't give me what you would like your ship called, by the way, Hypernova, so I'm going to just leave it alone as the Disciple. And Adorkable! Hey, Adorkable! Would like to play a Adorkable, using his name, but with the ship called the Swarm Queen. I added the to the beginning of it, but this time I'll just name it Swarm Queen instead of adding the. It feels weird to have the title the in the ship's name. Now, before we go any further, the way this is going to work is that, for the future, is that I will keep the same name that you wanted as we upgrade ship tiers. Because this is a rogue, it's named Rogue, but later on we're going to get a tier 2 vessel. I don't think it's called like Rogue MK2, I think it has a new name, but don't quote me on that, I might be wrong. I will also, if the opportunity presents itself to make the decision at the end of a video, I will let you decide what type of ship you would like to pilot. So for example, there are 2 tactical ships, a rogue and a marksman. The only the differences are down here in their ship stats and the resistances. It used to be that the abilities available to the marksman were different to that than what the rogue had, but the game designers changed that some time ago. You can now select any of the abilities that you would like. So I don't really view this as being that different overall. I mean, it is, if I stop to think about it, like 100 hit points less on this, but does 12 more points of damage, min and max. But I don't particularly have any loyalty to the rogue or marksman, or the knight or warder, or the acolyte or disciple. So let me know what you would like to pilot, and I will make sure that that is the ship that we research and that we build. Sorry, not research, the ship that we build. There's also the precursor vessel, but that's not available here at the moment. I don't quite know what that looks like. And finally, there's Federation shuttles, which I probably will never build. They're extremely weak. Like, basically one hit will wipe them out, and I don't really want to assign a officer to them. I'd rather send out the fleet to gather resources than build a small Federation shuttle and have it do it. It's just too risky. Okay. People have been named, and where we left off, we had just built a drone system here at this colony. Now, in retrospect, that was a big mistake. I was thinking about this over... well, actually, I was looking at the amount of crew this generates per day, and I made a big mistake by building that drone system here. I feel that drones are best built at locations which accumulate the resources in about 11 days or under, because that's a pretty fast turnaround time. It takes 16 days for this place to fill up. That's quite a bit of time. And so, unfortunately, I'm not going to benefit from that drone system here as much as I would have at a different location, especially one that's far away. See, 8 to 11 days or under, that's a pretty fast amount of time, and generally I might not be able to acquire the amount of fuel it takes to send a fleet out again to gather all those resources, not at that speed. And so by having a drone system automate the delivery of that resource, it would cut down on the annoyance factor I have in seeing a facility sitting there at full resources and knowing I'm not going to get there for a few more days. The other thing I like building drones for are places that are far away, because these require a huge amount of fuel to get there and require a long amount of time to bring that resource back. I like to try to hold on to my other 2 drone systems for facilities that are back here somewhere. But we'll see. If we find a place that fills up really quickly, we will totally build the drone system around here instead. Basically, what I'm trying to say is, that was a waste. I shouldn't have built a drone there, but I totally did. Instinctively, by the way, I did that because crew have a low maximum of, like you see here, only 32. But I keep forgetting that other locations fill their maximums faster. This is 16 days, and this is 15 days? Oh, this is actually technically 16 as well. It would be 15 days to get 147, I think. Is that right? 10 days. Oh, no, I'm sorry. It takes 20 days, 20-something days. 10 days to reach 70, 20 days to reach 140, and then 2 more days to reach 148. Okay, yeah, so we don't need a drone there. This was better than that spot, but still. 16 days, oof. Alright, I'm babbling. Alright, so, our tasks currently are to explore as many of these locations as we can, to figure out which ones are ruins, and which ones actually have facilities in them, make strategic decisions as to where we want to put our drones, and deal with these pirates. Okay, so let's go ahead and get going. So first we're going to send our Halcyon fleet over here to Thera. Commander, Milner is reporting that the materials mine and Thera is in ruins. However, with enough crew, we could probably get it up and running again. So, I think we talked about this in the past. This facility is in ruins, it is obviously not producing anything, and there is no maximum here. We could add an officer in order to re-establish the materials mine at this location, but your officers must be level 4 in order for you to actually assign them to this task. Your officer must also be present in the fleet which has arrived at this location to do this. It would also require us to have 75 crew to spend. We don't have that much crew, so I'm not going to... until I have 500 crew or so, that's quite an investment of crew to rebuild the materials mine. So it will just sit here empty for a bit. And again, we don't have a level 4 commander, which we need to actually build that. So, no, we're not going to. Let's head over here to this asteroid mine, and we'll go ahead and see... Actually, no, we should go here first. So let's go to Beta Pavonis, because it's kind of on the way to that asteroid field. And we'll send our Halcyon fleet there. Commander, Adorkable's fleet made contact with the fuel refinery at Hull's Taylor. The engineers crewing this fuel refinery bravely volunteered to remain at work and produce fuel for your fleets. Alternatively, if you prefer, you can choose to evacuate the facility and bring their crew back to the station. 11 fuel... Okay, so here's a good example. This place generates 1 fuel a day and has a maximum capacity of 30 fuel. 30 days to fill this location to its fullest. It's not that far away, so I'm probably not going to build a drone system here. Instead, we'll hit this place on the way to the other facilities that might be filling up faster. Transfer the fuel to the fleet and leave the system. Now, at this point, I'm going to take advantage of a little bit of knowledge that I've got. I know that this location has a rather difficult battle in it for an away team to do. Let's talk about this for a little bit. I think I did 1 away team battle, maybe 2, last episode. I'm very nervous, in particular, about sending a Adorkable down to one of these locations. He is a tier 2 mechanic, so he's not the strongest in the world. He'd also have to go down there with some green shirts, 2 green shirts, and the green shirts will die in 2 or 3 hits. Adorkable cannot heal them, and even if he could, I'd argue it's a waste of a turn to heal them. This is especially true if we fight 2 Chrull or 3 Chrull. If there's 3 Chrull, we're doomed. In the video that I did not upload, Adorkable had to run from 2 such away missions. I didn't tell you this because I forgot about it, but I'll tell you it now as well. If you do not successfully, so if you ignore the away mission that's down there, or you decide to retreat from the away mission vanishes, and you never get an opportunity to do it ever again. So, you run that risk whenever you send the fleet to any new location. We have that risk here with Milner and Supernova as well. I know that this location is also abandoned, and will also have a ground away mission fight. If there's 3 juvenile Chrull down there, we'll lose, and we'll have to run. So, it's something to keep in mind when setting out a fleet to explore. You'll also note I am sending out 2 fleets, not just 1 fleet. This is because I want to try to get to these locations faster and see what's in them. Realistically though, I should be sending all 3 vessels around. They can deal with space encounters far easier, and they can do away missions far easier as well. Alright, that's enough babbling. I'm going to send the Swarm Queen here. Commander, the colony below us has been destroyed. We should... One moment, Commander. It seems we're picking up a signal from the surface. Patching it through. They're everywhere! We're masking our signal, but these things are relentless. Please send help. Ah! Here they come! Commander, we've lost a signal. There may be other survivors on the surface, but we risk any officer we send down there. The choice is your, Commanders. Last time we had to fight 2 things... no, we fought 1 thing down here, and it was so nice because Adorkable had to fight 3 things, and we had to have him run. Let's see how tough this is. Beam down to the surface. we have a larva. So the good news is that this is a weaker creature, but we still might lose. A young Chrull leatherback, a juvenile Chrull spiker, and a fledgling Chrull. Well, no matter what, we have to at least be here. So let's heal you, Milner, and start. So I want to try to slow the Chrull spiker down. This way it doesn't get as many actions and can't kill us immediately. The spiker is their DPS. I'm going to use targeting assistance next to give that buff to all of us, which increases the damage we do and the accuracy that we have as well. Good job, Milner. Takes more damage, but deals more damage. Let's try slowing down the larva. Good. The Chrull leatherback is turtling, so it won't get a turn for several rounds. I could heal our little guy, but I know I'm probably going to want these because they're cooldowns. I'm going to want them on us instead, unless I could kill this quickly. He's already slowed. Let's try confusing him. Oh, no, that's rather weak. We do a little less damage, so we don't want to do that. Slightly vulnerable. We'll use this again. Can we kill it? Probably not. Oh, but shrapnel grenade with... Okay. Oh, no, I don't think we'll kill it before they kill my green shirt. But I'll be glad to actually have hit all of them with this ability. Oh, they didn't kill him. Let's exploit that afflicted. Actually, oh yeah, he didn't get the dot effect on him. Let's kill it. You know, I am going to heal our green shirt. Let's use emergency meds. Let's try blinding this guy, because he hasn't gone yet. He might miss us when he attacks. Let's lower this guy's resistances. Oh, nice. He's vulnerable to this ability as well. Good job, Supernova. Let's kill this one. I want to definitely... Actually, it might die automatically, actually, thanks to being bled. When will that happen? I think he'll die for this automatically. But if I attack this guy, I'll exploit the afflicted, which I don't want to do. I don't know if I've explained this before. So, when you use an ability that exploits a status effect, it consumes the status effect to give you that bonus. This is often, I argue, it's almost never what you want to have happen. I can think of only a few instances that I actually want the status effect removed from the enemy. Let's do it. And I think we'll blind him. No, we won't. Good. That guy died automatically. We'll afflict him again. And finish him. Nice! Hey, we survived! $24 materials and 21 dark matter. Man, we could use a lot more than that. We managed to evacuate 51 survivors from the surface, Commander. They're very grateful. We should return to the Starbase now. Not yet. I want to visit this location. Commander, Adorkable's fleet made contact with the materials mine at Focus. Patching you through now. Commander, it's good to hear from you. We thought we were done for, frankly. It's nice not to have to face down a sentence of living out our lives on this blasted mining facility, waiting to be eaten up by whatever the hell those aliens are. To tell you the truth, that giant station of yours sounds mighty compelling to me and my men, but if you think you can protect us from these aliens, we'll pledge to stay here as long as you need the materials. It's up to you, Commander. They have 96 there. They get 8 a day, so it's 10 days to fill that up. Then another 4 days. Transfer the materials to the fleet. I think to upgrade, not upgrade, to build a, if I view this facility, how long would it take you, Adorkable? 6 days. It's tempting. I think I'll pass it, though. Oh, I'm getting a phone call from my doctor. I'll see what he's... This is kind of late for him. I think I'll just wait. 7 o'clock over here. Let's send... So, I know what's going to happen, everyone. Just as a heads up. The Chrull fleet is going to launch from this location in like another 5 days. I think I want my fleet ready and back home to deal with that. I would love to explore all these locations, but I won't have the fuel. So, if the Chrull decide to attack one of these locations, I'm screwed, because I won't have the fuel to make it out there and save that location. I think it is in our best interest to pull the Swarm Queen back home. And I don't know if I mentioned this, but it costs fuel to go from location to location, but it costs absolutely nothing to return back to Halcyon 6. So let's pull the Swarm Queen back home. Commander, Milner's fleet made contact with the materials mine at Chrull. The Federation Mining Facility Overseer is willing to remain at this mine and continue extracting resources for your cause. Alternatively, if you prefer, you can choose to evacuate the facility and bring their crew back to the station. Oh, wow. So this is going to take... How long is this? 20 days? Almost 30 days to fill up this location. Transfer materials to the fleet. Leave the system. And let's have you return back to the base as well. Actually, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to research a fuel plant. Without fuel, you won't be able to send out fleets on missions to nearby or distant stars. Research this tech to unlock this room. Each fuel plant produces 1 additional fuel per day. Looks like a small sentence structure problem there. 125 materials and 100 dark matter to do it. Oh, you guys also head back. Commander, the Chrull fleets that are harassing our remnant facilities have been detected emerging from interdimensional portals in and around Federation space. Now that we have a full fleet, we should investigate these portals and attempt to shut them down. The longer we wait, the more Chrull will pour out of them. There's only one ship defending that location, and it's an interesting choice. If you can handle the Chrull ships which are coming out, that will give you more materials and dark matter, which you'll desperately be wanting. However, the more portals that are open mean the more of these incursions you'll have to deal with. It's a difficult choice as to whether or not you want to shut them down or not. If there are no portals here, eventually the Chrull will open a portal, and immediately from the open portal, a fleet will emerge and be sent out. 79 dark matter, 57 crews, and 48 materials have been returned. I think we'll spend some time and begin exploring a location. Let's have you do it, Supernova. How far away are you? You are pretty close, Adorkable. I'm going to send Milner out as well. I suspect Adorkable will return to the Starbase in time to assist in any of those locations if they have an encounter of some sort. 96 materials retrieved. I think that's enough that we can actually build a fuel plant. Yes, we can. Each fuel plant produces 1 additional fuel per day. Build time 3 days. Let's do it. We currently generate 1 fuel per day here at Halcyon 6, so this will bring us 2. That should be enough to support us in the early stages of the game. The idea being that when the Chrull launch a fleet to attack, we will immediately launch here to grab this fuel, and then head out to defeat that fleet. Then we can do some investigating of the areas around where the Chrull, around the portal, wherever it was that they attacked. Grab some resources and head back to base. I do want to destroy this portal. I might do it after after the Chrull launch from it. We'll see. Oh, hello. Okay, so there's 3 other factions, at least, in the game, besides the Chrull and the pirates. The first one of them is on the way. In the last video, the one that's no longer up here, was the Collective that visited first. But this time, we're getting the Zlar. We have a Ascensius MK3 and an Oriator MK3. This is their science vessel. And this is their engineering vessel, their tank. They're on the way. I don't think we have to send anyone to this location. Let's just watch what they do. Oh, and as for Adorkable, he's not going to do anything, because I would like him to support our other officers in case they run into a combat down below. Commander, we cleared up that section you asked for. Show location. So, something else, I don't know if I mentioned it, but most locations that you build in the game will be able to have tasks available to you. The Officer Academy, we can assign an officer here as well to increase our learning habits. This would increase by 10% the experience we gain from combat. If we assign Milner to it, it will take us 3 days to complete that task. I think this is because the tactical officer has the most points here, and so the game wants a tactical officer to do that job. Adorkable, it would take 6 days. We could also train a 4th officer here. Milner could do the job again. It would take him 4 days. And it would take Adorkable 5 days. But I don't think we have that long until the Chrull send out a fleet. So I think we're going to wait and watch what the Chrull are doing. At the very least, we should hang around the base in case... Sorry. We should not assign our people to any tasks at the moment, on the off chance that we need them to fight the Zlar. Because once you add an officer here, the resource is spent. If you cancel, to my knowledge, the resource is still considered spent. Oh, we also have improved officer education. This will automatically level any officer who is below level 4 to level 4, and any officers we hire will begin at level 4. But we need a level 7 commander to research it, which we don't have at the moment. There's also the Starship Hangar, Tier 1. We'll take a look at that later. Commander, we've cleared out that section you asked for. Okay. So let's go to our fleet management. Where is that? I don't have one. Okay. So let's get ready to meet the Zlar then. And I think we will select this. We're going to rename this. For the very uninspired same name that I tend to use for my Armageddon Empires human decks. And let's send him out there to meet the Zlar. Oh yeah, this is fine. Sir, a Zlar commander has arrived in our system. They're claiming to be from the Zlar Yanthu Directorate. It must be a new government that has taken over. I'll put them through now. Federation Commander. Greeting from the Honorable Zlar Yanthu Directorate. It seems as though the biological superweapon you were clearly developing has gotten loose and is rapidly proliferating across Federation space. We hope you have learned not to pursue such folly in the future. Those aliens, you think we made them as some kind of weapon? You really expect us to think you weren't breeding monstrous flesh beasts to release on our empire in your secret quest for galactic domination? No. Oh, fine then. Don't admit your charade. I promise you, our famed Zlar Yanthu bioweapon experts will eventually capture one of those creatures and expose the Federation fingerprints all over its genetic code. Wait, Zlar Yanthu? Is that what you're called now? What happened to the Zlar Narch? How dare you mention the name of that dreaded subspecies? We vaporized the last of them weeks ago. The Zlar Norch ascendancy was a historic blight on our race, one that many lives were sacrificed to end. Frankly, they made the Zlar Yitoch look like the Zlar Tangotak. Well, that cleared that up. One final warning. Do not approach or interfere with any Zlar territories or colonies. Unlike the Zlar Norch and Zlar Cordora, may they all roast in the great hellfires of Slackthris, the Zlar Yathu Directorate wishes no outside contact with any race. Do not intervene in our affairs, Terran. Fine. Okay, let's pull you back home. And now, oh, okay, a fleet's leaving. He's not going to the same location, so he is going here. Okay, well that gives me an excuse to go here to meet them in battle. Then we'll... then where? I guess we'll go here, grab the fuel, go here, break the siege, go up here, gather what resources are still there, and then I think we might sweep up through this area and close that portal. I also think the pirates are coming soon, so we need to... I'm going to wait for the pirates to show up first. Commander, several of our crew have been caught siphoning dark matter at the station. The dark matter pilferers claim to be attempting to perform experiments for the purpose of warp fuel distillation. While you assume this is in order to imbibe the resulting concoction, you have to admit they have some interesting theories at work. So I did this in episode 2. I selected this. It lowered the morale of our area by 3, which is terrible. So, whenever you build a new structure in the Starbase, in Halcyon 6, new facility, you will get an encounter, a random event that required that facility to be spawned. I really wish it would happen sometime later, because I almost never take them this early on in the game. If they go bad, they go really, really phenomenally bad. And this early in the game, I really cannot risk having our fuel plant be destroyed, for example. Respectfully ask them to attempt their dangerous experiment off-station. The crew takes up your offer to continue their experiments off-station within a warp-incapable shuttle. They are a tad miffed that you had so little faith in them. We lost 1 morale and 10 fuel. I think we have to deal with this fleet. What is this? Oh, Jesus! 2 bashers and a clipper. This location, they will be immune to engines down. Oh, that's a nightmare. And we can't intercept them mid-go either. Okay, so let's assemble a fleet for this. So, actually, I guess we should just go. So let's head here first. Commander, the fuel plant is now online. Acknowledged. We'll take that 16 fuel. And we'll go up here. We'll transfer that 98 dark matter to the fleet. Now let's get ready for them. So, actually, there's nothing I can do. I just have to wait. Is that correct? I can't do any editing at the moment? I don't think I can. We could begin building something here, like another drone. Nah, let's just wait for the Chrull fleet to arrive. And here come the pirates. Okay, so we're going to deal with the fleet and then immediately go back home and then go and fight the pirates off instead. Commander, we managed to lock onto a hailing frequency to the alien ship, though our translation algorithms seem wholly unable to make any sense of the garbled language, if that's even what it is. On behalf of the citizens of New Terran Federation, I demand an immediate cessation of attacks on our territory. Very well. Let history note your guttural sounds of aggression as the reason for our hostility. Okay, the good news is that they're all tier 1s. The bad news is this is still going to be tricky. So they are immune to engines down. Everything is here. Now, they're already resistant to ship disable, weapons disruption, and sensors offline. So the only thing that will be useful here, I guess, is vulnerable weapons, hull breach, and crew panic. Not vulnerable weapons, right? Vulnerable. Sorry, vulnerable. So, let's see. Engines down is useless. We'll exploit vulnerable. Target explosives, triple shot. Right, everything's immune to engines down. Okay, over here, because I think we're going to take a lot of damage, I think we'll grab adaptive armor and corduroy's hull. And we'll take disruptor beam. For you, Adorkable, we're going to grab deconstruct. They're resistant to ship disable, but not immune to it. Disable countermeasures because I want vulnerable. And shock mine. It exploits crew panic, so we'll take it. Then again, I don't know if I care about. I don't know if I care about that. They're slightly resistant to ship disable. No, I'm not gonna take shock mine. We'll grab disintegrate hull instead. It does more damage. All right, let's do it. So, disruptor beam to start. I would like to kill their DPS to start. That's going to be this guy. And he's just a little vulnerable to it. We will use Bullseye. Actually, does that have a cooldown? It does not. Take damage over time from that ability. So let's use adaptive armor, which will heal 2 of us, and should get rid of the status effect. It does not. We bullseye again. Let's put crew panic on him. Exploit it. We might kill him. Oh wow, we're gonna lose that ship immediately. We're gonna lose you, Supernova. Let's corduroy's hull here. And triple shot, because that will damage all of them, assuming we hit. And their DPS is thankfully down. Oh, it's not vulnerable this puts on me, it's hull breach. Alright, let's begin vulnerabling these guys. Panic. that damage. Oh, we have systems weapons disruption, which is why we can't use adaptive armor. But thankfully, we can still use corduroy's hull. It heals so little. Good God, this is so tough. That's a damage over time ability. Damage him. Oh, nice. So sabotage is going to inflict twice as much DPS over time as normal because it's vulnerable. There's no real reason to use the ramming speed on it. I'm just going to evasive maneuvers. I don't need to heal quite yet. And I think we'll take advantage of vulnerable. More adaptive armor. Heal a tiny bit over time. Keep the dot on you. Can we maybe kill him? No, we can't. Not with that. Ooh! Heal yourself. Oh, wow. This is so painful. You haven't quite died yet, and you're healing slightly, so I'm not going to heal you. Holy crap. So this is one of my biggest complaints about this game. Oh, I have many. I still like the game, but is how unfair it feels most of the time. It's a really rough game. I have no idea how anyone plays anything harder than Commander. You take this so much grueling damage from the enemies. Thankfully, it's over. Holy crap. We won. 114 materials, 257 dark matter. The colony at Edda is safe once more, Commander. Acknowledged. Transfer that 7 dark matter to the fleet. Let's leave. We have some officers promoted. So let's go ahead and level them. So every other level 3, 5, 7, for example, at least I think this is the way it works, you get 2 skill points to place. So one of those skill points I'm always going to be working towards the space abilities that I would like my guys to have. The other one will probably be going into the physicist trainings, and then at this rank, either advanced scientist training or chaos theory. I'm not quite sure which one of them I want quite yet. So let's go ahead and take that to start. So Physicist Training 2 will upgrade all of these 3 normal ground combat abilities that she has, or Supernova has, to rank 2. As you can see here, Emergency Meds, Psionic Blast, and Irradiate. Supernova will then gain 2 engineering, 6 science, and 1 tactical point. With the other skill point that she has, I'm going to take Weaponized Dark Matter Extraction. Unlocks the Siphon Dark Matter Space Combat Power. Siphon Dark Matter from your target, damaging it and repairing yourself. Drains 180% base damage over 2 rounds and inflicts crew panic on them. Milner also leveled, so we're going to grab Strategist Training 2, gaining Phaser Blast 2, Precision Shot 2, Shrapnel Grenade 2, 1 Engineering, 2 Science, and 6 tactical points. And I want Into the Fray, so we're going to start with that. Unlock the arc laser ground power and improve ship aim and critical. Arc laser affects all enemies, has a chance to inflict them, has a chance to blind them. And it increases his aim by 10%, and he has plus 2.5% critical chance. We now need to return you back home. Sir, a pirate fleet has arrived in our system, and they're preparing to bombard us. We picked up some of their chatter. There's no comparison. Kut is definitely the strongest candidate to replace the Admirax. Let me get this straight. You trust that mutant Zlar to continue the Admirax's legacy? So what if he's a little unstable? You weren't at Scorpius. You didn't see the maneuver he... If we're talking pirating skills, why not Willa then? To me, it sounds like someone's a little biased against the Zlar. Listen, say what you will about Yablings. You can't ever doubt their profit motive, right? Hey, I hear ya. Anyone except Savick, right? That collective thing gives me the creeps. You said it. Commander, that was the extent of the communication we were able to intercept. The pirates have since taken a bombardment position against our station and have opened fire, reducing our crew and morale by the day. And so you're aware the bombardment is going to cause station damage over time. When our station health reaches 0, the station will be destroyed, and our mission will fail. So before we go any further... Wow, we immediately lost people?! Screw you, game! We've also gained a cadet. So whenever... I think after some time of doing battles, I think the ships have their own experience levels. And whenever they level up, I think they do it at max 6 times, they will gain a new cadet. This cadet improves the statistics of the ship in some way. Damage, hull points, aim, critical, evasion. In this case, we have Cadet Lee, who increased the Ictus by 1 evasion. We get 105 dark matter. And we're going to immediately send these guys out here. I do not want to repair them. The good news about this is we can utilize the fact that they're here to actually use our repair abilities. Because we stop by Halcyon 6 first and replenish them. Enemies that take up position in the Starbase approach area will begin bombarding the base over time, resulting in station damage. You should immediately do everything in your power to dislodge them when this happens. Oh, or we're repaired fully anyway. Did I accidentally say repair all? I hope I didn't. Okay, I didn't really prepare for this fight. I'm still prepared for the other location. It won't really matter. They're not going to do too much to us. So let's teleport explosives. Put a bunch of DPS on one of them. I'll see if I can get an overkill on that guy. And I think if I just adaptive armor, that combined with Siphon Dark Matter will keep you healed. Okay, we can exploit the crew panic and maybe get an overkill over here. Aw, our stuff is on cooldown. Adaptive armor. And then, can I not kill him? Let's try doing the same thing with this guy. Well, this is evasive maneuvers, and that will let us get the... Oh, or he'll die automatically to all the dots. We got an overkill. It gives us a chance to get equipment. We didn't get any equipment. I think we got better rewards. 36 materials and 95 dark matter. Okay. And a Dorkable leveled. So, we'll take Mechanic Training 2. You'll gain drone takedown, mine toss, and electrocute up a level. 6 engineering, 1 science, and 2 tactical. Next, I think what was I going for? Oh, I was going for... Oh, okay. I took this because of the background that you have at Dorkable, that you always like ramming things. Let's grab Power Glove Training. It'll give you your ship quick tune-up, which is a heal over time for you, and it heals you a little bit as well when you use it. And it'll give you the Kirkish Haymaker, which is a punch that you get to do using power fists down on the ground. 100% exploit afflicted. And I've got a little bit of time left. So we have more materials and dark matter. We should probably... I think at this point I had researched the hangar bay, if I recall correctly. Because I really wanted to get the precursor starship. Tech research on how to build a starship hangar on Halcyon 6 to build and upgrade a precursor starship. So it's almost all of my materials though. You know what? I'm not gonna do that. That's just too expensive at the moment. I think instead we'll build a materials multiplier. Each materials multiplier module increases the amount of materials gained from missions by 15% and allows officers to replicate new materials. Construct that room. Okay, and then we will send the fleet out to gather even more resources. They're done over here, yeah. So what I'm thinking is we'll grab this fuel. Grab this fuel. Go down here, do that away mission, grab these materials, and then we'll swing up like to these areas. And we'll try to, maybe we'll defeat this group as well. Well, let's start. I also have these pirates I want to kill, but we'll do that maybe next episode. I had killed them all last video too, but I'm changing my mind as to what I'm targeting. Well, then again, if I kill all the pirates, I think we get some materials for that. But I don't need. No, let's stick with what I just said. Oh, but then I'm not losing. Let's stick with what I said. Let's launch the fleet. Transfer that 8 fuel. We gained, looks like, some reputation. What do we gain? So the Swarm Queen gained 2 evasion. Disciple gained 2 speed. 4% more life on the Ictus. And we promoted that guy. 1% more evasion on the Swarm Queen. And 2% more hit points on the Disciple. Transfer that fuel. Leave the system. Okay, so let's head here. Commander, this asteroid field used to be the site of a materials mine. Our fleet is reporting that the mine has been rendered worthless by the Chrull. All the miners appear to have been killed in the attack. However, records show that they were due to send a large shipment of materials to New Terra. The materials could still be in storage in the mining facility. If we sent a team, we could beat back the Chrull and return them to Halcyon 6. Do it! Vengeance! So if you, I think I mentioned, maybe I did not, if you do not do these battles, if you ignore them or you retreat from them, you never get another opportunity to try it again. So I am glad we have this chance here. Let's inflict crew panic on the little one. And then we'll use targeting assistance to increase our damage and accuracy. Oh, that exploits blind, doesn't cause it. It will almost kill the small one. Let's do it. We'll try killing one of them quickly. Holy crap! Why don't you heal yourself up there, Supernova? Let's use Arc Laser. It will hit all of them. It probably won't kill the little one. It might kill the little one, but get really lucky with that. But it also will blind both the big guys. Let's start slowing these guys down as well. Oh, wow. Well, that feels annoying. Yeah, shrapnel grenade, Tim. That affects all of them. Good job, Milner. It will kill the little one if it hits. Sure, let's use some drones up with you, Adorkable. You're supposed to do that anyway, I think. Let's go for the kill on this one. Holy crap, we have a sniper rifle, Milner. Well done. Let's heal over time. You as well, now that this battle's practically over. I guess we'll exploit that blindness. I don't think you'll get an overkill, but you might. Well, that wasn't very much. 25 materials and 17 dark matter. That was a tough fight, too. We managed to retrieve a full shipment of 88 materials, Commander. We should return to the Starbase now. So... Oh, I still can't rebuild this. Alright. We're not going to return to the Starbase, though. Instead, we're going to go out here next. We'll transfer all 130 materials to the fleet. We'll view the facility. And I think we'll go ahead and do this. I wouldn't mind having a satellite drone out here. 3 days for that. Let's do it. Commander, the materials multiplier is now online. Acknowledged. You see the little drone here? Bringing these colonists down to Halcyon 6. Commander, your satellite drone has been deployed at Focus. Automated resource delivery should commence soon. Alright. Let's head here next. Commander, Milner's fleet made contact with a colony at Regulus. The brave and loyal Federation colony overseer offers to remain at this sector and attempt to make contact with any passing Federation refugees. Alternatively, if you prefer, you can choose to evacuate the facility and bring the crew back to the station. Oh my god. That's a bad... Oh my god. They get 4 crew a day, they fill up at 26 crew. So what is that? 7 days and they're filled. This would be another good location for yet another drone. But I'm not going to do so at the moment. I think I'm going to hit this location, the fuel, destroy the portal, maybe another fuel, and then head back to Halcyon 6. Commander, Milner's fleet made contact with the colony at Rigel. The brave and loyal Federation colony overseer offers to remain at this sector and attempt to make contact with any passing Federation refugees. Alternatively, if you prefer, you can choose to evacuate the facility and bring the crew back to the station. 5 crew a day, 32 crew, 7 days again. Transfer the crew to the fleet. Leave the system. Commander, Milner's fleet made contact with the fuel refinery at Westerlund. The engineers crewing the fuel refinery bravely volunteered to remain at work and produce fuel for your fleets. Alternatively, if you prefer, you can choose to evacuate the facility and bring the crew back to the station. 3 fuel a day, 23 fuel, less than 10 days. Yeah, all these locations are great for automated drones, which I don't have quite yet. We need more materials. Let's go here and destroy this portal. Prepare for battle. So I see nothing up here because we're not on a planet. So this little guy, vulnerable to hull breach, which I have. So engines down would be the only other thing I might want here. Go with that. I think all that's fine. We'll definitely take damage from this guy. Maybe even all of us will take damage, because I think he has a spin spike or something like that. This is good. Let's do it. Okay, let's immediately start siphoning dark matter to start. Engines down in order to slow him. And hull breach, more damage over time. We will adaptive armor to heal us all. Teleport explosives. Sure, we'll heal the Ictus. Can I vulnerable him? Let's try to get, so that we do more damage. Not effective. Oh, we resisted it entirely. Very nice. Put more crew panic on him. Or not. Good invade. Slow him, and this is when I need to use this, because we're not going to get a chance to do it again. So we will ramming speed. Hope for the overkill? No overkill. That was about the max damage we could have done as well. For some materials, 117 dark matter. Commander, it seems that the portal at our fleet's location dissipated as soon as we destroyed the Chrull contingent guarding it. There won't be any more Chrull coming from this sector. Nice. 250 plus 37 thanks to our materials collector, and 250 dark matter. Oh, nice! Hey, well, people reach level 4 as well. Okay, so, Milner. I wanted it into the fray, and I think we'll still take this. Into the fray damages, I think, the enemy very slightly. Let's look. Yeah, it damages the enemies only 50% of what your ship's damage is, but it grants everyone Inspired, which I believe increases the damage and accuracy that they have. And if the enemy had sensors offline, this will also exploit it. Supernova? I think I want Warp Atomic Structure. That does a lot of damage. That's a defensive ability. Let's take... what does this do again? Inflicts crew panic, exploits hull breach, does good damage. Let's take this. We're not going home, though. I'm going to redirect you up here, I think. Let's go to Gaminga. Commander, Milner's fleet made contact with the fuel refinery at Gaminga. The engineers crewing this fuel refinery bravely volunteered to remain at work and produce fuel for your fleets. Alternatively, if you prefer, you can choose to evacuate the facility and bring the crew back to the station. Again, a place that fills quickly. 23 fuel, they get 3 fuel a day. Transfer the fuel to the fleet, leave the system. I'm tempted to build the other drone here. It's so far away. But I know I should build it like at this dark matter extractor if there's something here instead. So we'll do that. Commander, Milner's fleet made contact with the dark matter extractor at Carina. The Federation scientists in charge of extracting dark matter from this pulsar heroically offered to remain at work and store dark matter for your use. Alternatively, if you prefer, you can choose to evacuate the facility and bring their crew back to the station. They've almost filled up. They get 159, a total to get 8 per day. Transfer that. View the facility? How quickly could we deploy one of these? 3 days. Supernova, let's have you do this. And at day 50, we'll end the session. So I do have the materials for this. Let's research the Starbase room. But I don't think I have what it takes to build it yet. We don't even have the energy, so we're going to need. So energy is becoming a concern. So can I build? But I can't build a diatherm reactor yet. We have to make it back home first. Commander, a raider fleet is bombarding the station, destroying any incoming drones. We should send a fleet to defeat them as soon as possible, or we'll continue to lose crew and morale. Understood. I need to finish building this drone first, guys. It has to happen. Commander, your satellite drone has been deployed at Carina. Automated resource delivery should commence soon. Massive bio-readings emanating from in and around New Terra, with the Chrull likely using former capital as some kind of spawning ground. Our sensors suggest the Chrull have a strong fleet presence as well. Upgrading our fleet to handle the threat there would be prudent. First, you will need to construct a Tier 2 base or something, is what it said. Commander, we have a situation down in the material multiplier chamber. It's Cadet O'Brien, sir. He was in the multiplier doing maintenance on the quantum particle discriminator when the system suddenly came back online and loaded him for multiplication. As you know, the material multiplier loads all matter into the photonic nano array before it can multiply, and while we didn't think it could load living matter, well, it appears that it can. That's the interesting part. The way we see it, we have 3 options. We could just leave him in the system and there would be no risk of any explosion. However, we also believe that we should be able to safely unload him with only a small chance of something going wrong. Or, this is very exciting, we could try to multiply O'Brien. I mean, we actually have no idea what the odds of success are, but we'd love to try. Nope, leave him in there. I'm pretty sure we could have saved him, but perhaps you're right. It's for the best. He was a good man. Can't risk it. Absolutely cannot risk it. 218 materials, 58 crew, 124 dark matter. We will come down here and build another dirithium reactor. We'll head over here and defeat these stupid pirates. I'm fine with this. They're just shivs. Okay, well, let's start with dark matter extraction. Engines down, one of them. I'm definitely going to try to get some overkills, because I think that gives us a chance for extra equipment. Wow, yep. Oh, that's a huge amount of aim. Plus 25, that's amazing. Okay, let's ramming speed to try to get the overkill here. I'll warp atomic substructure to try to get the overkill here. And it's over. Well done, guys. We should just kill him? I was thinking maybe we could get another overkill. Holy crap! Two smoke expellers. 62 materials and 111 dark matter for that very easy battle thanks to the overkills. Gained ace pilot. Nothing but the rain. Oh, someone gained a passive ability. Dorkable has leveled up. Dorkable, so I think we'll grab repair drone. This is used for a different person. Doesn't have to be used on yourself. Single ally. It's fitting with your desire to use drones. Okay, and we will stop here on day 52, so 4 more days from the previous Let's Play. Holy crap, look at all these locations which are completely filled up. Oh my god! Look where that portal is. That freaking sucks. We need to destroy this immediately. I don't... Well, maybe we don't. 2 tier 0s and a tier 1 Chrull are located there. Okay, we'll take stock of the situation in the next episode. Let's sum up what we did this one. So we've explored quite a bit of what was left here. We only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9? 9 locations left to explore. We didn't touch the pirates. We eliminated one of the Chrull portals. They opened up another one. This fleet is not guarded by anything really strong. We should be able to beat this. Maybe not that easily. We'll probably still want all three ships over here, but this is not bad. I don't see any tier 2 ships located in it. We've deployed all 3 of our drones, getting materials, crew, and dark matter. It looks like we have some materials on the way. We've done all the ship excavation that we can with any officers that are lower than tier 4. Now, these locations are opened up since we have officers that are tier 4. And all 3 of our officers are currently tier 4. We desperately do need additional officers. So we'll probably be doing that next episode. What I intend to do at the beginning of the next episode is to come out here with 2 ships and wipe out these pirate fleets. In the meantime, we will have someone else research an officer at the academy to give us a 4th. We'll hopefully be able to construct the precursor vessel. We'll build that station here as well if we can. But overall, things are looking okay for us. We took a little bit of damage, so there's so much we need to research. We really want satellite drone control so we can build more drones. We want a repair bay so that we can actually repair the Halcyon 6 more passively and our ships. We need a cadet barracks to make our green shirts better. And we'll probably want a counselor's room to improve our morale. So much has to get done. And of course, we need a Terran Starship Hangar Tier 2. All of that. So, in any case, if you guys have any ideas, you can also let me know. I could really probably use the help. Did we get any cadets before we end it? We did not. Alright, everyone. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Take care, everyone.